Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Turn Right Machine Works. My name is Keith, and today we are announcing that tomorrow is our first day open for 2017. April Fool's Day, and that's no April Fool's joke. I will be in the shop, and of course it'll be a typical Saturday, although I have been, prior to my surgery on January 13th, telling everybody that I wasn't going to open until April 1st, and anytime during my recovery, while I was sitting around in the recliner on the bed and playing with my Surface Pro and, you know, getting down with my Fusion program and drawing out the Coyote and the Roadrunner for the X-Carve plastic clock that I want to make, and also the Porsche gauge in the dash, which we'll be talking a little bit about what I have to do to get ready for that, and a couple of things that we got sent in here. Now, of course, you saw me out here with Shop Therapy, and really thank Dennis Nolan for sending me that one pump oiler, and that's on the lathe and it's working beautifully. And we got some new inserts in there from Sandvik representative that's here local that we've been dealing with since '94. You know, supplying our tool needs. So he outfitted me with those. We started on Nathan's steam wagon drive axle, and also don't want to forget something that you'll see new and I'll be playing with, and that is Shooting Star Technology readout on the lathe, and really looking forward to that. We're going to talk about new things that are happening this year, and also some things that were sent in because people wanted me to do reviews, and I look at what they want me to review, and I said, okay, you know, and you got to say, yeah, hey, that's pretty interesting. Let's take a look at it. Who's gonna refuse somebody sending me something to try and share with you? All right. So anyway, one of the biggest things this year is the Summer Bash, and we just watched engraving that, and we've been talking about Adam and I's t-shirt campaign, and I just received video footage that was sent to me by Jim Bollinger. Do Right Fabrications, his channel. Here's his link. All right, now here I'm gonna let Jim tell you a little bit more about the Summer Bash, and here's his clip.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the shop. I want to take a real quick second to tell you about the BarZ Summer Bash 2017. Now the BarZ Summer Bash is a gathering of many YouTube creators from the metalworking and fabricating world. It's held in Rancho Cucamonga, California at Stan Zinkowski's place. I'll put a link below to his channel. Some of the YouTube creators that are going to attend the BarZ Summer Bash this year are John Saunders, James Green, Gary Coo, Dale Derry, Tom Lipton, Bruce Witham, Brad Jacobs. The artist formerly known as the Basement Machine Shop Guy is now come out of the basement, so he's just the Machine Shop Guy. Ray Cornelia, Emma Ritson, all the way over from Australia, Andrew Padaka, Keith Fenner, Keith Rucker, James Kilroy, Chuck Bomarito, Mike Wiggins, Pierre Bourdry, sorry Pierre, I'm killing that name, Pierre Boudry, if I said that wrong Pierre, I'm sorry, Ray Goff, Colin Chepet, Adam Booth, Herb Blair, Tom Zelikman, John Mills, also known as Double Boost, Mike Dittman, Randy Richard, my buddy, Andrew Padaka, Chuck Vignetta, and Phil Desjardins. We know him as the Phil's Projects guy. Now the BarZ Summer Bash is more than just a bunch of guys standing around talking about YouTube. There's seminars going on all day long, and there's contests you can enter to win some amazing prizes. And while we're on the subject of prizes, let's talk about the raffle prizes. Tables full of raffle prizes. And I'm not talking about some cheesy little plastic magnet that you're going to throw away when you get home. I'm talking about tooling for your machine shop, welding helmets, all kinds of very high-end prizes that anyone would be super stoked to win. Now, how do you get signed up for the BarZ Bash? Well, if you want to get some information, you can go to the Facebook page, and it's the BarZ Summer Bash 2017 on Facebook, and all kinds of information is updated a couple times a week. Or you can send Stan Zinkowski an email. It's summerbash@barzindustrial.com. When you send him that and tell them that you're interested in attending, he will send you an invoice to pay. It's $30 per person. When you pay on PayPal, you'll get a number, that's your entry number, and you'll get a whole packet of information emailed to you about the Bar Z Bash. Last year, they had a competition, and the competition was who could set up and indicate a 4-jaw chuck faster than anybody else. And then there was this scandal that happened and some cheating, and there was an alien spacecraft involved, and then like a clown popped in, and again, guys, it got really crazy. But there's a saying, what happens at the bash stays at the bash. There's been a throwdown for a rematch this year between Adam Booth and Keith Fenner. And what they're doing is trying to raise a little bit of money to help Stan put on the Bar Z Bash, because he puts it on out of his own pocket. And here's how the thing's gonna work. They're selling t-shirts. If you think Keith Fenner is going to beat Adam Booth in a head-to-head 4-jaw competition, then you can go to the website and buy a shirt for Keith Fenner. If you think Adam Booth can beat Keith Fenner, you go and buy a shirt from Adam. And they're keeping tabs, guys. It's a pretty stiff competition at this point. But here's the deal. It all goes for a great cause. All the money raised goes to help Stan put on the bash. If you buy a t-shirt and take a picture of yourself wearing the t-shirt and email that picture to the link down below, they're going to draw one person to win a full-size poster signed by all of the creators that attended the Bar Z Summer Bash. Now, you do not need to be present to win, but I'm going to tell you, you're crazy if you're not present to win, because last year there was alien spaceships, clowns, a Watergate scandal, cheating. I don't know, it was like a soap opera, but only a whole lot more fun. So get yourself to the Bar Z Summer Bash, and we'll see you real soon.
All right, nice job, Jim, on doing that. Last year, Dale Derry helped Jim Bollinger put together a similar video there about the bash. And I like it because he got a lot of the footage around and actually showed the tables at the giveaways and all of that stuff in the promotions, and the raffle just went all day long and stuff. And you know, I was doing my shaft straightening bit up there on the up on the hill and stuff. So some of that action down at the bottom there, I wasn't totally around that all day long. So, but we did finish it off, and I have to go and defend this year. So anyway. You can catch our t-shirt campaign on this link. Okay, let's go ahead and set this over here to the side. Okay, I'm going to pull up my chair here so I can sit down, and let's bring you in a little closer so you can see kind of closer what I'm opening up and I'm talking about. Okay, before we get opening some boxes here, this is just one of my wiper kits here, and I want to thank everybody for, you know, buying things like my wiper kits, the roller kits, my swag, and even sending in sponsorships. You know, I had basically 3 months without having a big income coming into the house. It's it puts a pinch on you, okay? But I want to say that all of the generosity that has been given, and the purchase of all these kind of things, have helped me make it through that point and keep rolling. And I want to thank you very, very much for all of that. All right. So anyway, I just got feedback on here, and this is I like feedback. All right, and this particular feedback happens to be for the wipers. Now, on my website on the wipers, I actually took my little CAD drawing from Fusion and went ahead and put the dimensional drawings on there for the V side of the wipers and also the square side on the other side. But more important is the forward side of the lathe towards the apron. And the configurations of that V are going to tell you whether this kit actually fits your lathe. All right. But anyway, Will Ching, Will says, Keith, got the weigh kit today. Did a quick check, and it looks like it'll fit my Precision Matthews 12x36 import lathe perfectly fine. And then he says, I want to ask, what grade felt do you recommend when I need to order replacements? He says, I assure it's from McMaster. And yeah, I ordered the felt from McMaster Car, and It's a number 5 felt. Number 5 is the recommended for wipers and things like that. It's a medium softness of felt, and yeah, you can buy it there by the square foot. And there again, well, thank you very much for the feedback on that, and you know, having another name. So you got Rutland, and now you have Precision Matthews 12 by 36 import. Though that lathe also, the wipers will fit. And I'll tell you, just in the last video there, and really pouring down some hot chips, not super hot chips. I mean, they weren't blue, okay, but some golden brown chips, and for a while, and the heat, the chips did not affect the Delrin material. It was able to withstand the amount of warmth in that area there. So I'm real happy on that. And so that's the first test, I guess. You know, we'll see how long they last. Other wipers that I have made for like the clawsy and stuff are aluminum, and I just took a block of aluminum and I milled out the pocket and put the felt in it and screwed them onto the lathe. So having a encasement with the felt inside, that gives you a sturdy wiper that can stand up to air pressures and some other things there. I mean, you're not going to put the air right into it, but you know, and that's why you want to keep the air and stuff off away from ways and stuff, is to keep the stuff from going underneath. But by making a better set of wipers, that danger is not so detrimental. All right. Okay. This project here has been around just about as long as Nathan's steam axle has been around here, and Emery Gon sent this in, and I know you've seen this before in some of my other videos. This is another 9-inch South Bend main spindle gear to transfer to back gear, and there's some broken teeth in here, and he sent one to have it made. Now I still have the dividing head set up, and the cutter still in here in the arbor that I used to cut this, and I'm going to go ahead and purchase the material to start on this, and I'm going to go ahead and purchase a material for several more. So if there's anybody else out there that has a damaged 9-inch South Bend gear, I'm going to be cutting the blank with the teeth, and you can take it from there. So I'll have those available. If I don't hear any word from them, I'm just going to be doing a couple. If I hear some, you know, quite a bit, then I you know, once you start cutting teeth and you stack up, you know, several of these on the mandrel, it doesn't take you that much longer to go ahead and knock them out. And at least the setup of setting up and cutting the gear teeth is kind of the hold up on the job. Just setting it up in between all the rest of the money making jobs that come into the shop. And so anyways, Emery, I'm gonna get going on this. I know you've been waiting very patiently. Actually, I asked him if he wanted me to send it back. He says no. He says, you know, he wants me to do it. So I'm just letting you know that I'm gonna be getting her going, and I'm gonna order up the material here this next week, and we're definitely gonna rock and roll on that. Okay. I'm gonna take these two small ones. These came in today. These have been in here for a while, but Don's Auto Parts, and he sends me some pretty interesting stuff. He actually the decimal equivalent chart that I have up here, a metal back decimal chart, and you know, I love those. I have an antique in the other room there I cherish, and I use that all the time, and I put his up in here. He also sent me in the phrase that I have in on the wall in there about shop rate. And so let's see. All right, Kevin. Enclosed are some Clash at the Bash decals. Pass them around. Kevin. Awesome. You know, I think that, of course, I don't know if you can, let me, okay, you can see it's the peel off the decal, like regular decals. All right, hey, we're gonna have to put one of those on. You seen it here first. All right, man. All right, hey, let's move the camera. You gotta see this. Okay. All right, here we go. I'm gonna put it right here, right under Pierre's. We got Phil's here. Here's my new walk to talk. We're getting filled up, and actually, we have a few new ones here. We'll talk about those in a minute, and we have another couple that we're gonna put on the back here, and then we're definitely gonna be sending out to those who have Okay, are you ready? Let's see how she looks. Woo! Sweet sticker. Okay, I really didn't want to put anything down here because it actually starts going out of sight here. So I pretty well filled up this side here. And got a few new ones on here. If you haven't really seen them, I got Jim Bollinger's here. And Jeff Elliott right here, Practical Renaissance. I'll be sending, I have your envelope, so I'm going to be sending stickers back out to you. I'm sorry it's been taking so long, Jeff. And so... Old man shop. Randy Richards in the shop. Randy Richards here. Ray's. John's new one. John's old one. Tom Lipton's. Jody at Welding Tips and Tricks. Got James Green there. The Barn Time. Don Cossett's. Inspirational Metalworks up there. Empire Abrasives. We got Bruce's there. A-Bomb's new one and one of his original ones there. All right, now we got another couple here we're going to put on the side here. And John Creasy sent us these, and I'll be sending John YouTube Machinist Group. Get both hands available here. There we go. All right, well, I'll put that one right there. All right, and this was sent quite a while ago, and I'm sorry, Marsh, that I haven't gotten back to you, but I'm not leaving you out, right? Better to owe it to you than cheat you out of it. That's sad, but I couldn't think of anything else. All right. So anyway, he's a fan of my YouTube channel, and wonder if he could pose trouble to take a look at my channel, and I'll be doing that. And also, I'll be sending you back some stickers already. And he has Wildman.tech. And well, I think we'll put that right underneath the YouTube community there. Let's see if I can get it on a little straighter than that one. I should have done that like that there. Huh? There we go. Okay, let's see if we can put this one on a little straighter. Sometimes if they're fresh, There we go. All right. Can't do that all the time, but it would just bug me. There we go. All right. Awesome, guys. And Kevin, dynamite. Well, all I can say is you're the man, Kevin. What a neat surprise. Boy, did I open the right one first, right? Pretty cool. All right. That's a limited quantity, so, you know, I'm sure I'll get flooded with some calls, but I'll be handing those out to the rest of the gang that I share stickers with. All right, let's go to this next one here, and this has actually been sent from New Zealand, and feels like a book in there. And see if I can just cut this paper very gently right here. And R. Ashman, I believe Richard sent this. Adele's Marine Engineering Handbook, including questions and answers. Marine boilers, steam and properties, marine refrigeration, deck machinery. I'll enjoy looking through that. Oh. Dear Keith, this is a very small appreciation for all your efforts and amazingly informative machining videos. I am an engineer by trade, training on in the manual machining environment, and I can appreciate the skill in your videos and others' work. CNC was just becoming the new thing as I qualified and began driving a desk computer for a living. I am an avid fan of yours, A-Bomb, Keith Rucker, Mr. Pete, Oxtool, NYCNC channels. Amazing work by all. I would love to contribute tools, etc. to the superb What's in Your Box Toolbox series, but sending tooling from here is, as you can imagine, expensive. The best I can do, and I'm sorry about the lack of U.S. President's face, is to donate some cash. Hopefully you can exchange it somewhere. Glad to see you back on your feet again, and look forward to seeing the chips fly and the oil flow. Take care, get her done, as the wise man says. Richard, P.S. Yes, we have plastic money. And hey, there's no kidding. I mean, it does feel like plastic. It's pretty cool. That's different. Awesome. It's interesting to look at. I'm not sure if I want to exchange it yet. I guess that's the New Zealand's 20. Pretty interesting. I'll get a couple close shots of that, Richard. Thank you very much. And this really looks like a real interesting book too. Some good read. This Georgetown, Sydney. It's signed in here 5544 by someone there. copyright in New York, Theo Audio, Adil and Company, New York, 1943, copyright. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Okay, that was fun. All right, now this one just Utopia deals, and it really doesn't really say who it's from. I had opened it earlier. I do once in a while. I get emails that say, "Hey, we're sending it. I sent you something or whatever." They don't really list what they sent, and then time goes by and I receive something because the shipping or whatever. Some nice white hand towels. All right, 100 pack. That's awesome. Never have enough of these. All right, I very much appreciate the thought and receiving them. Thank you very much. All right, let me throw this off to the side. Okay, let's grab this long box here. Ox Beam. All right, Alice from Ox Beam contacted me while I was off recovering here, and we kind of talked about LED lighting, and she wanted me to try their product and give them a review. And I am interested, of course, the way things are changing, and continually buying 4-foot ballast and fluorescent lights, and just the expenses going there is, you know, why aren't we changing over to LED faster? And when we are changing over to LED, what do we really want? And so I thought I would like to start at the Rutland lathe, and we chose one of their products. Now most of their products are all off-road applications, vehicles, and things like that. So I have a power supply, I believe, that will run this. And let's take a look at this. And this is I think a 32-inch length here. Of course, it has hardware and all of that we'll be getting into when we go to mount it up. And there's a Bluetooth controller. Ooh. Okay, let's see, where were we? All right. Okay, we were waiting for the memory to get loaded onto the card there so that we have open space to continue our video here. All right, we're just reading a little bit here, and we're going to be able to adjust the color temperature mode and have remote control of it, full adjustable, and there's going to be a lot more to it. And we got the schematics on how to hook this up, and like I said, I do have a 12-volt power supply, and we'll get that hooked up, and I'm really kind of looking forward to playing with this and changing my overhead light. I have 2 fluorescent bulbs up, sets of them. And one of them is almost like touching my head when I'm over there. I don't have much headroom over there, but it's enough for me to operate that lathe, and I'm comfortable there, so I'm not going to bother changing my location. I picked that spot for the lathe, and I'm totally happy with it. But this may be the answer to really putting down some light. So I'm looking forward. And this is the site for Oxbeam. You can check them out. All right, so let's put this back in the box, and I'm looking forward to hooking this up. All right, this next item I have here, easy thread rotary file repair system. Now Keith Rucker at machinery.org did a review on the easy thread, and I wanted to give you his link to his video right here. All right, anyway, I was contacted by Travis Lewis also, and he sent these up because he wants me to give them a try. And I watched Keith's review there, and pretty impressive on how it cleaned up those threads. And I'm gonna find a different kind of material, and I'm gonna find a different kind of damage to do a review. And I'm looking forward to giving these a try there, Travis. All right, so enjoy watching Keith Rucker there for a little bit. And also Travis sent me this link, and here's a link of this video. All right, I really am looking forward to that, and I got the same little brochure that Keith had, and we'll take a close look at that. But I'm going to be I'll be giving a review on those as well. Nothing worse than damaged threads and trying to get something fit, and this looks like the ideal tool. Also, kind of in the same line, Tack Life gave me an email, and they showed me this tool, and here's the site for that. A professional multi-functional rotary tool. All right, and it looks, of course, I don't have a Dremel, I don't have any small rotary tool at all. So this is a great item to give me for a review. There's no doubt there. And also too, then I would have something to actually run these small ones here without having to make a sleeve for any of my other stuff. That the smallest collet I have on any of my tools is 1/4 inch, and you know, that this Tack Life tool will be great to give me the new opportunities to run smaller tools and other accessories that that I have yet to run in my shop here. So that's really, I'm looking forward to that. So, all right, let's get on. We got 3 more boxes over here. Okay, I've been looking forward to this coming back, and this is from Saunders Machine Works. John Saunders sent back my gauges, and I think there's another surprise in this box. Okay, this is my original piece here. There's the top, there's the face. That's the speaker grill. And in here are the 2 gauges that will be going into the new piece. Whoa. Okay, this is an actual plastic printed part here. That's pretty cool. It's amazing, even the honeycomb. We'll get a chance to go plug this into the dash there and get a good look at that. Okay, the rest of this is, oh, look at that. John sent me some more stickers here. All right. All right, thank you, John, because actually I got the stickers on my PlasmaCAM, but I think I want to start a sticker wall over by my new lathe. It makes such a nice backdrop for all of us to have the stickers all over there. Excellent. All right, box made it here okay. This is super to actually hold something that I drew and planned. That's awesome. All right, we're going to be having a video, and actually I want to go ahead and let's open up this box here as well. I don't want to disrupt your long-term project, but you do say get her done. So I 3D printed the 944 gauge mount in ABS plastic. It only took 2 tries and less than 1 kg. I had to scale it up 1% and print it with almost all of the support material on the surfaces that are not visible. It took 34 hours and 37 minutes to print. I didn't have to sand or scrape the pins down to size, and then I acetone treated them to make them stronger. I don't know if you want this or not, but it's yours now. Thanks for making your videos, Dan Kruger. You're lucky if you can find tape sometimes on this glass scrap. That's pretty intense there. Well, yeah, just for kicks. Just for kicks, huh? Just for kicks. All right, this is the fuel pressure gauge. I'll probably put it on this side here. Okay, it's a little tight in there. So this diameter here is a little close. At least we can get a straight on view of that, I mean, get an idea. Have to get a close look at that. That's totally awesome. Now just, I mean, these are coming off the same thing. You know, we'll have to look at the openings there. Oh, I'll be able to take a knife and whittle that out of there as well, and just check those openings as well. Awesome. What a fantastic day. All right, let me move these over to the side. Thanks again for the stickers there, John, and also John's helping me out tremendous with, you know, I wanted to know how to draw something out. I had a problem with it. He pointed out a couple things, and then while I was out on recovery, I sat in the recliner with my Surface Pro, and I just really got into the Fusion 360, and I just started work. And that's I just kept going until I drew. And I think within 2 days or so of sitting there in between a couple TV programs and stuff, I had it drawn. And then I sent him the file, and he creates another video of actually creating the cam aspect of it. And then boom, these guys grab it and print it. And here I got something to go put in there, and already. And we've had some good pictures too of a couple other guys that have printed one out, and I'll give you a couple photos of that, of actually sitting right in his Porsche, and it gave me a view back. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to redesign, and I'm going to make this a little thinner here to match the lower section, which you'll see in the pictures here. And it's just dynamite. Okay, now this project, you know, I'm going to be carving this out of a solid piece. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and set these over to the side here, because I want to show you how I'm progressing on and what I'm actually up against to continue on with my project to actually machine one of those out of solid. All right, hang on a second. Okay, I brought you in a little closer. All right, now we just talked about this a little earlier, that I now have the routing attachment for the PlasmaCAM, and this is my spare carriage for the PlasmaCAM. And what I've been playing with here is the travel distance here of 2 inches, and 2 inches for a Z-axis is not enough. I know it's not enough. It's not enough for me to take and carve that out of a solid block. So I needed to increase this travel distance. So I'm going to be pulling this apart. This is going to be in the next video here of progressing in on the Porsche project. And I'll be pulling this carriage apart, and I'm going to make a new Z rail, okay, that will travel 5 inches instead of 2 inches. And the reason why I figured 5 inches is because I actually took an old motor here, and I took the screw out of here, which is a quad lead. All right, and its normal length is that long right there, with a quarter 20 thread at the end here, and it has a nut there, and a nut there locks it on to that position there. Well, I researched the travel into the nut and all of that, and when this is all the way down, it still has X amount before it travels up to the nut that is never used. So I maximized that total travel, and I found that by extending this distance right here, I now have 5 inches of travel. Okay, so that is how I overcome my travel issue, and now I'm going to create the new rail. All right, now the standard grinder that comes in the kit for the carving system for PlasmaCAM is the DeWalt grinder, and it's a great grinder for their kit that they offer you. But my buddy Nathan, that I'm doing the steam wagon shaft for, and we've been trading off, and this is part of the trade that Nathan and I have, and he fixed me up with this high-speed water-cooled spindle with an R11, I believe it's an R11, ER11, excuse me, ER11 collet. Now I bought the other collets for it, so I have four different size collets that I can ride. This is cylindrical, so I can make a receiver that will also allow this head to be slide up and down to adjust height as well for a fixed position, and also a digital speed controller that will be controlling the spindle speed of it. And this is gonna allow me to experiment with the PlasmaCAM on a greater travel, a greater variety, a greater capabilities of grinding with more depth than the 2-inch travel. And that's what I'm progressing to that. Now I will, before I change out the other carriage, I will go ahead and do a demo and review with the DeWalt engraver motor and their collet system with the travel of the 2-inch on the PlasmaCAM, so that you can see what the experience is of the 3D carving attachment for the PlasmaCAM. Okay, it's like so many other things in the machine shop. You start with this idea and you want to do this, and then it becomes this. I thank you from the bottom of my heart, everybody that it's pretty awesome how I've never seen a printed part up close. I can see your milling, or your lay down lines and everything else are almost like tool paths itself. Each layer generated on top of each other. That's I've seen videos on it, but I haven't held a part in my hand there. That is super cool. Super cool. Okay, I got one more box in here. This is from Timothy M. Crack. All right, let's see what Timothy's got in here. Let me move some of this stuff out of the way and bring you in. We already flipped that blade around once. Dear Keith, thank you for the response, and I'm glad your recovery is going so well. Not having the pain must be tremendous relief. Yeah, it is. About a year ago, I bought a small mill and a lathe, and I've been trying to learn how to both make things out of metal as well as fix things that wouldn't normally have been just replaced when they break. So far, it's been fun, rewarding, and all times quite challenging. Watching your videos has been an invaluable source of ideas, and in many cases, terrific resource when I get stuck on something. So I wanted to say thank you for that. Enclosed is the 30th edition machinery handbook that we emailed about last week. At some point, I reached the age where there isn't a pair of cheater glasses good enough that I can read the small print in this toolbox edition. So I now own the full size edition. I'm certain you'll find use for it. Tim Gatt. All right, Tim. Oh, pretty cool. Pin and a doubles up as a touch for the tablet. Awesome. Very nice. 30th Machinery Handbook. All right. And we are going to have another What's in Your Box Toolbox giveaway for 2017. So start getting your videos made. And I'm going to start showing tools that we're receiving already. All right. This just happened to be in the mail right today. But it's a reminder that we are still running the What's in Your Box Toolbox giveaway. Thank you very much, Tim. Thanks for the pins, too. Hey, this is great. I like this kind of mess to clean up. All right. There's kind of like heads up of where we're going. We do have a few other things that are going to be sent to us, but they're not here yet. We also might be showing some DeWalt items here shortly. One note before I go. And I've been notified by Social Blade that makers dropping people right and left, and something's happened with Maker, and everybody's breaking away from Maker Studios right now. A while back, I went ahead and I left Maker, and I am now with Freedom. All right, I'm happy with Freedom. On my feature site for you guys that have your own channels and you want to change, or you want to find a network that will work with you and really been happy with, Freedom. All right, up on my feature channel, the little F symbol there, log onto that, and you know, that'll put you on your way. All right. Really cool on the sticker. Kevin, you did great, huh? All right, I think I'm all done here. Let's get this put together, and till next time, get her done. Okay, this is the first fit up on one of the printed off inserts for the gauges. Okay, and the gauges are the bore is just slightly small for the flange of the gauge to go all the way in. It just misses by minuscule. It should have a little bit more clearance than it does. I used the dimensions off of the diagram and didn't actually measure those rings right there when I created my part. So that's my bad. But the thing really does sit in there and look good. Now the width, that width right there, needs to be matched for this width right here, for it to really look like it sets in there. Okay, now the gauges we got, I got fuel pressure on that side, and I have vacuum. Still got the plastic on the gauges themselves. That was printed in plastic, black, ABS, I'm pretty sure. Pretty cool. I'm getting excited.